What if I told you that one of history's greatest minds left behind secrets so profound, so potentially world-changing, that they were buried for over 8 decades? You're about to discover truths that powerful forces never wanted you to hear. Picture this. It's 1930, and a 74-year-old Nikola Tesla sits across from a journalist, his piercing eyes holding secrets that could revolutionize everything you think you know about life, death, and the very fabric of reality itself. This wasn't just any interview. This was Tesla's most dangerous conversation, one that challenges every assumption you've ever held about existence. For 83 years, this interview remained hidden in dusty archives, deemed too controversial, too ahead of its time. But today, you're going to hear what Tesla really believed about the mysteries that keep you awake at night. And trust me, once you hear these revelations, you'll never see the world the same way again. Hit that like button right now, because what you're about to learn will fundamentally shift your understanding of reality itself. And make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because this is just the beginning of uncovering truths they never wanted you to discover. Tesla didn't just invent the modern world as you know it. He saw beyond the veil of physical reality into something far more extraordinary. When that journalist asked him about his greatest discoveries, Tesla's response wasn't about electricity or wireless transmission. It was about something that would make your mind reel. "Indeed, that is one of my most significant discoveries," Tesla said, his voice carrying the weight of cosmic understanding. "However, I must confess, I feel defeated, for I was unable to bring all my visions to fruition." You see, Tesla wasn't just talking about failed experiments. He was talking about illuminating the entire planet, creating a second sun, unlocking energy sources that could feed every hungry soul and heal every broken body. But here's the kicker that'll blow your mind. He said humanity wasn't ready, and looking at today's world, can you honestly say we are? Tesla discovered that the Earth itself could be charged with energy. Think about that for a moment. While you're struggling with rising energy costs, Tesla had already figured out how to tap into unlimited power that flows through everything around you. But it gets even more mind-bending. He claimed that the compositions of Mozart and Bach carry positive force that's actually usable as energy. The fragrance of flowers, medicine, sunlight, nourishment beyond anything you've imagined. Tesla saw energy everywhere, in forms that would make today's scientists question their own textbooks. But here's where it gets really wild, and this is something you need to understand. Tesla believed that all the energy humanity needs has always been right here, flowing through you, around you, within you. While everyone searches for power outside themselves, they're completely missing the infinite source that's been there all along. Tesla called it ether. Others might call it the divine spark, life force, or cosmic energy. The name doesn't matter. What matters is this staggering truth. You are connected to an infinite power source that most people never even know exists. And if you think that's incredible, wait until you hear what Tesla discovered about death itself. This is where things get absolutely revolutionary, and I guarantee this will challenge everything you've been taught to believe. During that forbidden interview, Tesla made a statement so profound, so earth-shattering, that it redefines the very nature of existence. No individual who has ever walked this earth has truly perished. Let me say that again, because this changes everything. According to one of the greatest scientific minds in history, death, as you understand it, doesn't exist. It's an illusion, a misunderstanding of the fundamental nature of reality. Tesla explained it this way. In the beginning, there was energy from which matter arose. Matter is simply a form in which energy is enclosed. Everything we see, stars, planets, human bodies, trees, is light compressed to a certain density. You are light. Compressed, condensed, temporarily formed into the shape you recognize as yourself. But that light, that essential energy that makes you who you are, is eternal. It cannot be destroyed, only transformed. Comment below if this is shifting your perspective, because we're just getting started with revelations that will completely transform how you see yourself and your place in the universe. Tesla continued with words that should be etched into the consciousness of every human being. Death does not exist. There is only transition. None of those who ever lived have truly died, because energy is eternal and life is a form of energy. The body departs, but the essence itself, the vibration itself, does not disappear. Think about the implications of this. Every person you've ever loved and lost, every historical figure who shaped our world, every soul who has ever drawn breath, still exists. They've simply transitioned from one state of energy to another. Tesla compared death to a wave returning to the ocean. You don't cease to exist when a wave crashes on the shore. The water simply returns to its source, ready to form new waves, new expressions of the same eternal essence. You will not die because you were never born, Tesla declared. You have always existed in one form or another. We are only temporarily in these bodies, in this world. When everything ends, we will simply move to another state. This wasn't religious faith talking. This was Tesla, the master of electricity and electromagnetic forces, speaking from scientific understanding that was decades ahead of his time. And here's the part that'll really bake your noodle. Much of what he said has been confirmed by discoveries in quantum physics and astrophysics that came long after his death. But Tesla's revelations about the nature of existence didn't stop there. He spoke about something he called cosmic pain, a phenomenon that explains why you sometimes feel inexplicable sadness or distress without any apparent reason. Cosmic pain is what the soul feels when harmony is disturbed, Tesla explained. Many are unaware of it, but it causes diseases, suffering, poverty, wars, and all the horrors of human existence. You've felt this, haven't you? Those moments when you're overwhelmed by sadness for no apparent reason, when you feel the weight of the world's suffering without understanding why. Tesla understood that you're not separate from the rest of humanity. You're connected by invisible threads of energy and consciousness. When a child dies somewhere in the world, when kindness is crushed by cruelty, when harmony is shattered by violence, you feel it because you're all part of the same cosmic fabric. This isn't just poetic metaphor. Tesla believed this was measurable, scientific reality. Share this video if you've ever experienced that unexplained connection to something larger than yourself, because Tesla's insights explain mysteries that modern science is only beginning to acknowledge. Now here's where Tesla's understanding becomes truly revolutionary for how you live your life. He revealed that every thought you think, every action you take, sends ripples through the fabric of reality itself. The world is a fabric in which every thread influences the others, Tesla declared. We cannot do anything that will not be reflected somewhere else. Goodness begets goodness. Evil gives rise to suffering. This means you have far more power and responsibility than you've ever imagined. Your thoughts aren't just private mental events locked inside your skull. They're forces that shape reality, that influence the cosmic web connecting all consciousness. When you choose kindness over cruelty, love over fear, creation over destruction, you're not just affecting your immediate environment. You're sending positive energy through the entire network of existence. And when you choose the opposite, well, Tesla understood that those negative ripples contribute to the suffering and chaos you see in the world. Many of humanity's problems could be solved if we simply stopped doing evil, Tesla observed. This sounds almost naively simple, but think about the profound implications. What if the solution to war, poverty, and suffering isn't complex political or economic theories, but simply choosing to do no harm? Tesla saw this as the highest expression of strength. Not causing harm is the highest expression of strength. In a world that worships power and dominance, Tesla understood that true power lies in restraint, in choosing not to use your ability to cause suffering. But Tesla wasn't just a philosopher. He was a visionary who saw the future of human potential in ways that still seem like science fiction today. And what he predicted about the evolution of human consciousness will absolutely blow your mind. Tesla believed that humanity was on the verge of learning to fly, not with machines, but with consciousness itself. "I do not seek to create flying machines," he said. "I want to teach people to fly using their own consciousness." Imagine that for a moment. Tesla envisioned humans transcending physical limitations through the power of awareness and understanding of energy fields. He spoke of activating energy that already exists in the air around you, tapping into forces that current science barely acknowledges. "Emptiness does not exist, not on Earth nor in the universe," Tesla declared. "What you perceive as empty space is actually teeming with energy, with potential, with forces that could transform human civilization if we knew how to access them. And here's something that will make you question everything you think you know about the nature of reality." Tesla described phenomena that wouldn't be officially discovered by mainstream science for decades. He spoke of observing light disappearing, concentrated into a single point in space, as if a star was devouring itself. He calculated the existence of objects so dense that light the size of an apple would weigh more than the entire solar system. These descriptions perfectly match what we now call black holes, but Tesla was describing them in 1930, decades before they became accepted science. Tesla saw black holes not just as cosmic phenomena, but as gateways to primordial matter, symbols of transition and transformation that represent the very nature of existence itself. While modern science focuses on their destructive power, Tesla understood them as sources of incredible energy and transformation. Let me know in the comments if you're starting to realize just how far ahead of his time Tesla really was, because his insights into the nature of God and spirituality are about to challenge every religious assumption you've ever held. When asked about religion, Tesla responded with wisdom that transcends any single faith or doctrine. "No religion can claim to be the absolute truth. All of them are reflections of the same human desire to understand the source of life and one's purpose." Tesla understood that religions and philosophies are human attempts to explain the infinite with finite words. They might be useful as guides, but they pale in comparison to the true scale and majesty of cosmic reality. "God, as I understand him, is an infinite force," Tesla explained. "It is the energy from which everything originated. But it does not judge, it does not punish, it simply exists." This conception of divinity removes all the human projections, all the anthropomorphic limitations that various religions impose on the infinite. Tesla's God isn't an angry judge or benevolent parent figure. It's pure energy, pure consciousness, the fundamental force from which all existence springs. "God is light," Tesla declared. "It is the primary energy from which everything began. This light has no form. It requires no worship. It simply exists. It is in everything, in us, in the air, in the stars. You don't need elaborate rituals or complex theologies to connect with this divine force. It's already flowing through you, around you, as you. The separation you feel from the divine is an illusion created by limited understanding. But here's where Tesla's insights become practically revolutionary for your daily life. He understood that everything in the universe is fundamentally electricity, fundamentally energy expressing itself in different forms. "Everything is electricity," Tesla explained, with the first smile of that entire mysterious interview. "In the very beginning, there was an infinite source of light, and from it came the substances that formed the universe and the earth with its diversity of life. But here's the part that'll really rewire your brain. We are used to thinking that light is what we can see, but true light is black. It hides within itself the greatest mystery of the universe." Tesla was describing what modern physics now calls dark energy and dark matter, the invisible forces that comprise most of the universe. A single quantum of this black light, Tesla claimed, could contain nuclear, chemical, mechanical, and yet undiscovered forms of energy. One such particle could alter the orbit of Earth itself. When the journalist expressed amazement that all matter could be a form of light, Tesla responded with absolute certainty, "Exactly, light energy that is primary, everything else is secondary. Matter is light frozen in a specific configuration. This means you're not a solid, separate object moving through empty space. You're a pattern of light, a vibration in the cosmic symphony, a wave in the infinite ocean of consciousness." When you truly understand this, you realize that separation between yourself and everything else is an illusion. "We are not bodies," Tesla declared. "We are waves, vibrations, parts of a vast spectrum." Think about what this means for how you relate to other people, to nature, to the cosmos itself. If you're all waves in the same infinite field of energy, then harming others is literally harming yourself. Healing others heals you. The golden rule isn't just moral guidance, it's a description of energetic reality. Subscribe right now and ring that notification bell, because these Tesla revelations get even more mind-bending as we dive deeper into the practical implications of these cosmic truths. Tesla's understanding of cosmic interconnection wasn't just theoretical. He felt it viscerally, physically. He described experiencing pain when someone close to him was in distress, not through emotional empathy alone, but through actual energetic connection. "We are made of the same material," Tesla explained. "Our souls are connected by invisible threads. When somewhere on Earth a child or a kind person dies, you suddenly feel an inexplicable sadness. That is the very pain, not personal but shared, cosmic. You've experienced this, haven't you? Those moments when global tragedies affect you more deeply than seems rational, when you feel collective joy or sorrow without understanding why." Tesla understood that this isn't weakness or oversensitivity. It's evidence of your fundamental connection to all consciousness. Tesla believed that stars and planets affect human consciousness more powerfully than most people imagine. Their movements, their birth and death, echo in your dreams, thoughts, and intuition. What astrology attempts to describe symbolically, Tesla understood as actual energetic influence flowing through space. But here's where Tesla's vision becomes urgently relevant for the challenges facing humanity today. He predicted that scientific and technological progress would accelerate beyond imagination, but he also warned that this progress, without spiritual evolution, would lead to unprecedented destruction. Tesla envisioned a future where disease would be defeated through vibrational healing, where space travel would become commonplace, where energy would be free and accessible to everyone. He saw the potential for humanity to transcend its limitations and step into a golden age of consciousness and capability. But he also understood the dark side of technological advancement without wisdom. "Man is inclined toward destruction," Tesla observed. "It is embedded in him, but this is not a sentence. We have a choice every day." Tesla witnessed the beginning of the 20th century's technological revolution, but he also foresaw its potential for devastating warfare and environmental destruction. He strongly condemned all wars, even those fought under banners of truth or freedom, understanding that violence always brings more destruction than creation. "True victory is not victory over an enemy," Tesla declared. "It is victory over the desire to destroy. We must learn to resolve conflicts without violence. This is essential for the survival of humanity." Looking at today's world, with its nuclear weapons, climate challenges, and increasing technological power, Tesla's warnings seem prophetic. Humanity has gained incredible power to create and destroy, but collective wisdom has lagged far behind technological capability. Yet Tesla remained optimistic about humanity's ultimate destiny. He believed that an era of consciousness and awareness would eventually follow the current age of darkness and confusion. "The future belongs to people of light," Tesla proclaimed, "to those who carry knowledge, who are not afraid of truth, who choose good even in the darkest of circumstances." Humanity is not ready yet, but it is awakening, and that is what matters. These were Tesla's final words in that remarkable interview, words that lay hidden for over 8 decades before emerging again as a message from a man who transcended the limitations of his time while remaining deeply connected to human potential. Tesla understood something that most people never realize. You're living in a universe that's far stranger, far more magical, and far more interconnected than conventional education ever taught you. The energy flowing through your body right now is the same energy that powers stars, the same consciousness that moves galaxies, the same love that holds atoms together. You're not a separate fragment of matter, accidentally conscious in a meaningless cosmos. You're a focal point of infinite awareness, temporarily experiencing itself through the miracle of human perception. When you truly grasp this truth, everything changes. Your problems don't disappear, but they're placed in cosmic context. Your joys become shared celebrations with all existence. Your choices carry the weight of universal responsibility, and your potential expands beyond anything you previously imagined possible. Tesla spent his life trying to give humanity the keys to unlimited energy, universal connection, and transcendent possibility. The fact that his most profound insights were hidden for so long tells you something important about the forces that prefer to keep humanity small, separated, and unaware of its true nature. But those days are ending. The cosmic secrets Tesla understood are surfacing again, finding their way to people ready to embrace a larger vision of human potential. You're part of that awakening, part of the generation that's rediscovering truths that were almost lost. The interview that was hidden for 83 years has found its way to you for a reason. Tesla's vision of humanity flying through consciousness, accessing unlimited energy, healing through vibration, and transcending the illusion of death isn't just science fiction. It's a roadmap to your actual potential, waiting to be unlocked by those brave enough to question everything they thought they knew about reality. Comment below with your biggest takeaway from Tesla's hidden revelations, and let me know which aspect of his cosmic vision resonates most powerfully with your own inner knowing. The conversation that began in 1930 continues through you, carrying forward the light that Tesla saw as humanity's ultimate destiny.